Lincoln. And the first part is the place where I call hometown. My birthplace is in Taipei City, and I live in Lincoln when I was a baby. We moved when I was in first year of first school. Since then, we moved about 5 or 6 times around North Taiwan. When I was graduated from elementary school, we had moved back to Lincoln and stopped moving again until now. And Lincoln is in the west side of Taipei County, and the Taipei County is in northern part of Taiwan. It's in northern part of Taiwan. So here that is. And the altitude of Lincoln is a little higher than other towns, so it's cold and wet in winter. In winter's morning and evening, the Lincoln streets are often covered with fog. And the water content is so heavy, so sometimes I can see the water drop congeal on wall just like the wall is sweating. And the second part is the history of Lincoln's traditional industry. Lincoln is covered by red stone. It's not a very good conditions for farming, so the traditional industry were concerned by that. One of famous traditional conditions of Lincoln is making brick. About 15 years ago, there was still lots of old and closed down brick kilns in this town, just like this picture. But they were demolished to become new buildings and apartment blocks now. The other traditional industry is tea. The red soil is very suitable for tea tree, just like this picture. Ooh. But this industry is not so famous, and the output of tea is not very much. In fact, I only taste one type of these products since I moved into Lincoln. The third one is the famous spots in Lincoln. In Lincoln, it doesn't have really famous spots that used by whole country, but there is still some famous spots that are used by Lincoln citizens. The first one is Lincoln Power Plant. This power plant is in the coast. It's faced to sea, and there are mess around. It's beautiful if you go there in sunset. But the most famous thing is the power plant's product. Popsicle. The popsicle is made with very simple material, but it's very cheap and delicious. It's very cheap. And my
合計7件8件7件7件8件8件8件8件合計15件でございます。おいしそうおいしそうすごいな。こんなんある。
When I was a kid, it looked like this.
へえ、めっちゃいいとこ住んどんじゃん。中国の中でもな。
It was dark but solemn and full of religion atmosphere. Now it's being rebuilt and soon it will be finished like this. The third one is Chang'an Memory Hospital, Linkou Branch. This hospital is the biggest hospital in Asia. And my father worked here, and my younger sister was born here, and I accept a heart operation.
綺麗。
Although it's called Linkou Branch, but the location is not in Linkou. It's in Guishan Township. In the beginning, when they was thought about what should they name this hospital, it should be named for Guishan
難しすぎやろ。
But
漢字絶対書かれへんこれ。
if
亀やんな。
in emergency, they don't think the patient and their family can fill the form with such complicated way. So when they don't think they can fill this word when they are in pain. So they decided to name this hospital
覚えれへん。
Linkou Branch. So it's simple, right? And the next part is memory with Linkou. Although I had moved for a few times, I still had lots of memories with Linkou. On October 10th, our government will have fireworks show to celebrate the National Day of Taiwan. The fireworks show used to be held in Taipei City. When I was a child, we always went a school that's in Linkou, and we can see the fireworks show clearly and don't need to stay with lots of people. And the other memory is about Julingshan Temple. In that time I was living in Taoyuan County, and my younger sister and neighbors' children got chicken pox together in that year. And one week in a weekend we went to Julingshan Temple, pray for their health. And when adults were busy in prayer, I was walking around the temple, and suddenly I feel itch on my belly skin. So I sketched it, and my father saw me. He went to me and asked me what I'm doing. So I showed him my itched belly skin, and he watched. He said, "Well, congratulations, you got chicken pox too." So I rest a week because the chicken pox, and left a scar on my skin. So here is my presentation. Thank you.
クエスチョンはいい。
What's your name for rugby? About her presentation. So, what do you think? 初め。
この画質めっちゃ綺麗。見て。
What's the famous food in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, famous food, I think, is tofu. It's smelly tofu and was fried, but it's delicious.
あ、まだ。ラグビー。One more